Welcome back to Diceroll Mediahouse, everybody. We made it to 2026, and what an eventful year it has been so far, especially if you live in the United States. And even on the gaming front, there's a lot to talk about. We are swimming in Bethesda Game Studio news, and I gotta say, I couldn't be happier. It's good when my boys are in the spotlight. I like that. They're on the lips of almost every content creator out there right now. Whew, lot to talk about. Is Fallout 5 really in full development? Is it really gonna be a 600-hour game? We're gonna talk about what was said and what wasn't said. Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas Remaster, or both, we don't really know. Supposedly they're being shadow dropped at the end of the second season of Amazon's Fallout TV show, and now a new countdown on their website really has people shaken up. And the one that you guys are dying to hear about, there's also rumors of a Starfield 2.0 update coming out soon. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, Bethesda has been busy, and we're still in January, so let's talk about it. So apparently Fallout 5 is in full-blown development, or so the internet would have you believe, and it's supposed to be a 600-hour game now, according to every article that I read online, so that's cool. Listen, the last time that I know Todd Howard even spoke about Fallout 5 was last year during the interview with Game Informer that we spoke about in my last video, where he said that Fallout as a franchise is a priority to them. I mean, obviously, the game has sold millions of copies, but their main focus is on the Elder Scrolls 6, and that game has their full attention. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that doesn't scream, hey, the full team is working on Fallout 5 to me. I think that they're definitely working on it, but Bethesda Game Studios' main focus is the Elder Scrolls 6. And despite what every single article that you read on Facebook would have you believe, unfortunately, Fallout 5 is not in full development right now. 600 hours, that's the number that everybody is throwing out there lately. Where do people get this information? Where's that coming from? The quote doesn't even come from Todd Howard. It actually comes from everybody's favorite BGS team member and lead writer, Emil Pagliarulo. It comes from the same interview that we just talked about with Game Informer, who basically said, we like making games that fans can really sink their teeth into, that are really lengthy. We like to have games that are, 200, 300 hours. And yes, he did throw the 600-hour quote out there, but he didn't say, hey, Fallout 5 is going to be 600 hours. His exact quote, I want an experience where players can play for 200, 300, or even 600 hours, because that's the kind of games we make. Again, guys, I think you have to reel yourselves back in here. I don't think that he's really saying, hey, Fallout 5 is going to be 600 hours. And pretty much every content creator, writer, or people who are putting out media about Fallout are saying that someone said this, and it's just not true. I don't think that we can expect that from Fallout 5. I think that's quite a task, and I don't think it's reasonable to even expect them to make a game that you could play for 600 hours on one playthrough. That's crazy. I mean, that's nuts. Get out of here. What are you talking about, huh? There's actually a lot of discussion going on about Fallout right now in the media, especially with Amazon's Fallout TV show, which is doing really well in its second season right now. A lot of people are talking about Fallout 3 remasters, Fallout New Vegas remasters. Truthfully, me too. I would absolutely love a Fallout New Vegas remaster. Fallout New Vegas is one of my favorite games. But the big thing lately, Amazon has a website for the Amazon TV show. Now, it's an interactive map. It looks and functions like the map in the Pip-Boy when you're playing Fallout. You can look at 3D locations, click on them, and it actually brings up a 3D representation of locations in the game. It's actually pretty interesting. A few days ago, a new location opened up on the map. It's in the top right corner, and it has a countdown for 31 days. If you count down backwards to the time ending in 0, you're at February 4th. Now, February 4th is the date that the last episode of Season 2 of the Amazon Fallout TV show is going to premiere. The huge buzz on the internet right now is that this is going to be the day that Todd Howard shadow drops either Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas Remastered, or both, who knows. Fans are convinced that this is going to happen. Personally, guys, I'm going to be honest, I don't think that that's what this is. Admittedly, Todd Howard does love a good shadow drop. He just did it for the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, but it doesn't really match a pattern. Why would you announce and make it a big deal if you're trying to shadow drop something, especially in the way that Todd Howard likes to do and the way that he has discussed it many times in the past? He's pretty much said, I would like there to be no notice. I just drop a game, you guys go buy it. And so I don't think that setting up a countdown for something like that, especially on the Amazon website, would be a good place to do that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Don't get me wrong, I would love for you to say I told you so, but in my opinion, I don't think that that's what it is. But let me know in the comments, you guys, what do you think that counter is for on the Amazon Fallout website? And last but certainly not least, Starfield 2.0. Apparently Starfield is going to get a cyberpunk-esque glam up, similar to the way that Cyberpunk came out about a year later and reworked the game, fixed a lot of issues, and improved on a lot of the player complaints. Starfield has had a less than stellar time. Bombarded with awful reviews on Steam and just general negativity from the gaming community as a whole, its first expansion, Shattered Space, didn't exactly rectify the situation. Most fans who bought it said it was bland and boring, eventually solidifying Starfield as the first official stinker from Bethesda Game Studios. Most fans have simply given up on the game. And who's to blame them, honestly? It's been over a year since Shattered Space came out, and when Bethesda isn't being absolutely radio silent on their newest IP in 25 years, they simply defend the game and their design choices that led to overwhelmingly negative Steam reviews. It wasn't until November 2025 that Bethesda secretly invited a host of content creators to a private event to show them the new updates that they have planned for the game. This was not advertised, no one knew where it was. The people who went to the event obviously aren't allowed to share all the details of what they saw. They did say that they were impressed and that the game looks significantly better. New systems, new ways to play the game, and actually data miners in the current game files found mentions of a new way to travel in between star systems and the planet, making it seem like we might be able to do it without loading screens. It's something called cruise mode, but we have no idea what that means yet. The truth is, I actually enjoy Starfield quite a bit, but I also, like a lot of fans, think that it lacks the depth and the hours that you could put into it that a traditional Bethesda RPG has. Being able to safely put 1,000 hours into Morrowind or Skyrim or any Fallout game, I was only able to put about 200 hours into Starfield before I called it quits and said I'm good. Personally, I can't wait to see if these rumors are true. I would play it again if it looks good. If the new expansion is exciting, I'd probably re-download the game and give it a try. Sure, why not? And that's about it, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and sticking around. If you're still here, please do me a favor, like and subscribe. It really does help the algorithm. I really want to know what you guys think. Are you excited for the Starfield update? Do you think that the counter on the Fallout website is pointing to Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas remasters? Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if anything else happens, if I get any more updates, I'll let you guys know right here on Diceroll Mediahouse. Thanks. Have a good one.